Hi guys, I'm glad to see you over my channel, and this video is the historical one. Today we're going to talk about the Norman Britain. This is the history of Britain. It's really important not just to know English language, but also know English words in history. So I think that you all know who are Vikings. These are the northern people who lived in Scandinavia. They had this mustache, this hat, I don't know how to call it, but also this sheep. Yeah, so like this, like on this picture. So, and Vikings are northern people who lived in Scandinavia. They spoke the Northern German language, and Middle Ages were the ages where they lived. Scandinavia is the biggest islands in Europe. It's 2,000 kilometers. There are mountain and forest, but the Vikings, they did really many activities as fishing, cattle breeding, hunting, of course for fishing, and for going to Britain. It's really important, the sea. But when they came to Britain, they were not called as Normans, as Vikings. Sorry, they were called as Normans then in 1066. 1066, the English people met these people as Normans, and they were really disappointed about that. Then hopeless, because Normans, these are really violent and rude people. But you need to remember that really by heart. Vikings and Normans are the same people, but the Vikings, the people and Normans and Vikings, so the Vikings, they were called as Vikings when they lived in Scandinavia. So always Scandinavia. But they were called as Normans because they wanted to have Norman king immediately after the Anglo-Saxon king died. So, and they were called as Normans when they came to Britain. And also, which are the differences between Vikings and the differences between Normans? That Normans, they spoke French language, but Vikings, they spoke Norman, the Northern German language. And about political situation in with these Normans is not really good, really. Yeah, like they did really good, but the people were really disappointed about that. For example, about religion. So their religion, when they were the Vikings, their religion was paganism. So they had a lot of gods and they believed in a lot of gods. And so they had the Scandinavian Olympics. But there was the change when they went to Britain. Of course, when they're in Britain, man. So, and of course they're going to speak now French, to be the polite people, because a lot of rich people in that time spoke French, but the poor people, usual people as us, they spoke just English because it's Britain. So that when you speak French, it's really polite. It's like you're really intelligent. But when they came to Britain, they started to learn, of course, French. They started to avoid this Northern German language. They're going to be polite. They're going to be intelligent. So, and their religion now was Catholicism. Kings: William I, William II, Henry I, and King Stephen. Feudalism. What is feudalism? It's a really important moment in the history that you must remember. William the Conqueror introduced the feudalism. Feudalism, let's imagine the picture. The picture, and there are two people. Two people. Imagine, just close your eyes and imagine. So the person who works on the king and the person who works on this person who works on the king. Yeah, so let's do it easier. The person who works on the king, he wants that the normal people as us, usual people, the Britons, they worked really hard. And for example, let's imagine the way women in that period used to make clothes, bells, for their Norman lords. So Norman lords and the Norman people, as for example women when they did something for the lords, for the Norman lords, this is feudalism. So the people who worked for the lords were poor and had less food. Of course, because of that, we were hopeless. Hopeless. If we were there, we would feel hopeless. It's important. Hopeless, like we don't know what is going to be. We don't hope even if it would be really good. We are disappointed. We are very sad. We are poor. We have no money, and we are defenseless. We don't know. We are like we can't do anything also. But there are some sites from Normans that are nowadays too, like Arundel Castle, Chepstow Castle, Durham Castle. I want to know you that also Normans, they after they went to other countries, they lived into Britain. The castles, a lot of castles. So if you're going to Britain, you're going to see a lot of castles that are not Britain who British people who built them. They were Normans. Normans and Vikings, these are the same people, and but the Vikings they lived in Scandinavia, and Normans they came to Britain in 1066. I hope that you understood this topic. I am so, and you know what is feudalism. So bye bye everybody. Thank you for your attention, and I hope that you like this presentation and this type of my lesson. Bye bye.